If you struggle to come up with content ideas, you are not alone. So you can end the frustration of trying to figure out what to post on social media in this video. All right, guys, I'm going to completely just pull back the curtain on how we come up with content ideas, how we fill up our content calendar with relevant, engaging content that actually creates sales. So regardless if you are a podcaster, if you are an Instagrammer, YouTuber, if you're on Facebook, if you run a Facebook group, no matter where you produce content, this video is going to help you out. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ryan McMorris, one of the co-founders at ILC TV, and we love helping online entrepreneurs, coaches, course creators create businesses and automation that they love by helping you get more attention, more leads, and more sales, right? Our goal is to make marketing easier for you with videos like this, so make sure you get subscribed, hit that bell, and we have a free resource in every video. Today's free resource is the ultimate social media posting guide, and we're going to be referencing that guide in this video. Now, I want you to know, content is all around you. It's everywhere you go. If you are awake right now, you're getting content ideas thrown at you all the time, but the question is, are you ready to receive those ideas? Here's what I mean by this. Most people, especially business owners, they're still consumers of content on social media. When we go on social media, it's really never to consume content. It's only to gather ideas to produce the content that we want to put out so other people can be consumers. I know it's a weird thing, but you've got to switch your mindset from consumer to producer. You've got to remember that building a successful online business is about 70% marketing and business fundamentals and about 30% being a good coach or being a good expert or consultant or having knowledge around your expertise. So being consistent literally boils down to the type of person you are on social media. And let's just be honest, if you're not being consistent, then the only people that are suffering is your tribe. Your potential customers, your leads, they need you to show up because the world needs you. The problem that you solve is a big problem. And the more you don't show up, the more that problem isn't being solved. And that's not doing anybody any good. I mean, think about it. You are likely a parent, or maybe you'll be a parent someday. I don't know. But as a parent, I know we have 3 kids, and there's not a day that we don't show up for our kids. Why? Because our kids are dependent on us. They need us right now. So even though some days we may not feel like it, but we still show up and deliver for our kids because we love them. You need to have that same love and that same mentality for your audience. Even though you may not feel like it sometimes, you still need to show up and deliver for them. So let's dive into how we come up with content ideas. First, we're organized, all right? It takes organization to come up with content ideas. If you're not organized, you're gonna be all over the place. So thinking that you're always gonna be in this like creative state, you're just lying to yourself. I am not always in this creative mode. Now, when I am in that creative mode, I put all of my ideas in idea folders, video folders, Instagram post folders, whatever that idea has, all right? If I have an idea for a Facebook Live, it goes in the Facebook Live folder. If I have an idea for a YouTube video, it goes in the YouTube folder. If I have an idea for a post, it goes in the post folder. So make sure that you're organized. If you see something on the internet, because when you hop on any app, you should be looking for content to put in saved folders. We're gonna dive into this stuff, but you gotta be organized. That's tip number 1. All right, so let's dive into the 5 ways that we get our content ideas. Let's go. All right, so the first tool that I wanna share with you guys is Keywords Everywhere. Okay. Now, Keywords Everywhere is a keyword tool that can help you come up with content ideas. Okay. It is a Chrome plugin. You can see up here, it's a Chrome plugin, and it costs about $10 per year. It used to be a free tool. It's not free anymore, but it's perfectly fine. You can use this tool for about $10 a year. $10 gets you about 100,000
keyword credits. Okay, so what you use this is you can use this on YouTube and Google. Okay, now what it does is it shows you the monthly searches for things that you search for on Google and on YouTube. The first type of content ideas that you want to come up with, even if you don't do YouTube or blogging or podcast, you want to come up with content ideas that people are actually searching for. Okay, typically with let's actually get rid of this video. Typically with YouTube, podcast, and blog, those are things that people are actively looking for. On Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, those are things that it may be interesting to people, but we're actually stopping their scroll to put that content in front of them, hoping that that content will catch their attention. Typically, you're going to get two different types of audiences. Somebody that's actively looking for something on YouTube is likely going to watch the entire video because they're searching to get that problem solved. If you're trying to stop someone's attention or catch someone's attention, stop their scroll on Instagram or Facebook, if they're warm to you, then they may watch the entire video. If they're not, then you're hoping that the video will warm them up, but likely times is not. So what we can do, let's just say I'm a fitness instructor and I'm looking for fitness clients. So I know that my fitness clients are likely going to be asking questions about, different diets. Let's just say, is keto healthy? Okay, so we can see here, just over here, that there's 8,100 people a month searching for, is keto healthy? Okay, so now I can come up with these video ideas. I can say all about keto, keto diet. Let's just look at the titles over here. Okay, so I lost 100 pounds, good. So is keto healthy? I can also look up something like keto versus paleo, vegan. I can look here too. If you stop your search halfway, you can see what other people are searching for. So you can see keto versus low carb. Okay, keto versus carnivore. So no one's really searching for that. Okay, so I can get content ideas just by using things like keywords everywhere. The cool thing about keywords everywhere is you can star your keywords, and then you can go over to those keywords and you can click your My Keywords, and it'll show you all your top keywords. That way you can print them out. You can export them on a different file. I can see, all right, I can look up my top, 500 keywords, and then I can organize them, and you can get ideas from things like that. Okay, so you can use the short tail keywords to do to find long tail keywords. So if this one right here is active campaign, then that's the short tail. Okay. And so if I just type in active campaign as a short tail, the long tail means active campaign for beginners, active campaign for real estate, active campaign tutorial, like these are my short tail. So I can end up creating awesome content all around active campaign or email or autoresponders just by getting these ideas here. Okay, so Keywords Everywhere is a really cool tool that you can use to come up with content ideas. All right, so here is the next thing. Number 2 is what we call an impact list. Now, an impact list is a list of other influencers, people that already have your ideal audience's attention. Okay, you're going to divide these up into 3 areas, right? The first one is people that are already doing what you do. Okay, so maybe you are a keto expert. There's probably 1,000 other keto experts or more out there too. What's working for them? Make a list of the top keto people, which you can literally go to Instagram and find some. You can find the ones that are on YouTube and Facebook. They're everywhere, right? You can find those people. So if I'm on Facebook, I can look up people that have keto forums, keto Facebook groups, keto profiles on Instagram. I can look up people that have keto videos on YouTube. So if I were to go and create this impact list, we'll go with her. She's got 15,000 subscribers. So let's just say you are in nutrition as well. Sarah Morin is in nutrition. So she would go on my impact list as someone that does the same thing as me. The other categories of my impact list would be other people that I could possibly partner with. Okay. So if I'm in nutrition and this guy's in pharmacy, how could we create a collaboration as a pharmacist and a nutritionist, right? How can I create collaborations as a nutritionist with a personal trainer? Okay, I want to create those collaborations. The other thing I want to do is I want to look for inspiration from other people. Who are the people that I just follow that just have my attention? They have their good business, they've got good marketing skills, like they just inspire me. Okay, so I can find those on YouTube. All sorts of things. Okay. So if I were to go to a Facebook group, I could type in keto and I could just type in the word keto. And then what I could do is I could go to groups. Okay. Click the word groups and I could see there's 1.3 million people in here, 300,000 people in here. I could join some groups and then I could just answer questions or just screenshot or save some of the questions that people have. All right. So I'm going to go to one of our Facebook groups that we usually go to. Let's just go to, I'll go to this group. I know it's a good one. Clients and Community is a group that people ask a lot of questions in. Okay. So if I were to come up with content ideas, I could look for a legit question that someone's actually answering in here. Or I could see, hey, what did people respond to when these guys did a training? Like, what did they do a training on? What are they talking about now? I could jot that down as an idea, or I could just go right here to these three little dots and I can save the post in one of the various categories that I create in folders. That way everything is organized, okay? But what I could do is I'm gonna look for a question. First ad I've ever done, and it says there's low quality attribute. Do I need to change the photo? Okay, so I could answer this question for her here, and then I could even see how I could form some piece of content around this topic. And I've got a content idea, or I've got a video idea or something like that. Okay, so we can use forums. I found a ketogenic forum. There's probably people asking questions. What you want to do is you want to get a good hold of like the better communities, the better Facebook groups, the better forums, the better places that you know your audience is already congregating on. And you want to save the ads, you want to save the pictures, save the post in folders, save YouTube videos in certain playlists. That way you can come back to them easily and you can come up with content ideas and not really have to do too much thinking. All right, another one, number 3 is a website called answerthepublic.com. And sticking to the keto kind of thing, what I did is all I did was type in keto, okay? And what it does is it breaks things down into this category. It goes from keto and then who, why, are, when, where, how, can, will, which, right? So what I do is I'm going to go to what, all right? Keto, what keto snacks can I have? Okay. I don't even need to click on this. And I can just see, all right, well, I can also see the volume here because I've got keywords everywhere. So it goes back to our tip number 1, but I can say, all right, what keto snacks can I have? And maybe that's the wrong keyword that comes up, but I could reword that on YouTube and search keto snacks. Okay, so it shows up 5,500 searches here, but here, because it's worded the wrong way, it's not giving me any search volume. But you can see here, keto snacks Walmart, keto snacks to make. I mean, keto snacks on the go. All of a sudden, keto snacks sweet. It's giving me everything that I need, and so I could have ends and ends of content just by getting inspiration from a keyword that wasn't really that hot, but it gave me the start and the jolt that I needed to create the content that I wanted to do. Now, if you're looking to create a content calendar, we have this video right here on how to take your content ideas and turn them into a 90 or even 365 day content calendar. So now you've gotten to a place where you got keywords everywhere. You've got your impact list. So make sure you have that list in some type of spreadsheet, and you're interacting and engaging with those people in those categories. And you're using answerthepublic.com to plan out your content as well. Now, I would recommend having a content planning period once a week, and having a real 2-hour content planning period once a month. That way you can plan out your quarter and really stay ahead of all of your content planning.
All right, so we've gone over how to use keywords everywhere. We've gone over how to use our impact list. We even showed you how to use posts to the public. Now, these last two are super simple, but people just don't use them, all right? Here's number 4. Read a book that your audience will not take the time to read. If you read a book, 10 pages a day, all right, and it's a book on the list of things that your audience, then maybe they bought the book, but most people just never take the time to actually read the book. So what you're going to do is you're going to read that book. You're going to read 10 pages of that book, and you're going to read that book very intentionally. You're not really reading that book to learn something. You're reading that book to give you ideas on what to post and how to create content. So when you get an idea, when you're reading that book, you're going to put it in one of the folders that we talked about getting organized, right? You're going to have a sheet of paper, highlighter, you're going to star pages, take pictures of things. You are going to make sure that that book is a catalyst for your content. I cannot tell you how much content ideas we've come up with, not having to think, not having to stress, just because I read 10 pages a day of a book that my audience could have read, but they didn't take the time to read it. Now, by no means am I telling you to plagiarize. Obviously, if there's something directly from that book or that resource, give credit where credit is due. However, if it inspires an idea of your own, take responsibility. That's your idea, okay? All right, last but not least is ask your audience. Guys, you should be doing polls on your Instagram stories. You should be doing polls in your Facebook groups. You should be asking engaging questions. You can ask people in DM. And a lot of times, you just having a conversation with your current customers, with your leads, if you're paying attention, okay, you can get content ideas from a single conversation. Now, if you are anything like me and you're always thinking, how can I leverage my time? If someone asks you a question in your direct messages, you have 2 choices. You could either write out a long ass message to that person. That way they can get the awesome answer that you wrote out for them. You could take time to do voicemails and things like that. Or you could say, hey, I've got a resource that helps you answer that question. And then what you do is you answer that question on video and you send that video to them. That way, if they ever have the question again, you can just point back to the video. If someone else ever has that question, then you can send them that video, and you can knock out a whole bunch of birds with one stone by posting that video on various social media platforms. That way it answers the question for everybody. All right, there you have it. Those are 5 ways to create content and get content ideas. Remember, content is all around you, all right? You just got to pay attention sometimes. Now, if you want to put together a badass content calendar for the next 90 days or even the next year, watch this video, and we've got a full playlist for you. All right, we put together the ultimate social media posting strategy. This playlist is primed for you. So watch that, and I know you got subscribed. I know you hit the like button already. I know you left some comment, but we want to hear from you in our Facebook group too. All right, so make sure you get inside of our Facebook group, and we'll catch you in there because we go live every single Monday to pull back the marketing curtain for you and answer your questions. All right, we'll see you there. Peace.